Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG coming at you from the Molemart BAZAAR Foundations in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we were setting up the scaffolding that is slowly becoming our giant shopping center of Mole City. And in this episode, my friends, we are going to be working on the shelves as well as the wall structure for the Molemart BAZAAR. And let me tell you something, my cyber-diggity-dogs. It is gonna be sweet. Sit back with a freaking tasty ass beverage and some crunchy ass snacks. Let's play some Minecraft Survival, my friends. Alright my friends, welcome back to the Molemart BAZAAR Foundations in Mole City, and man, am I excited for today's episode. We're going to be doing a ton of crafting today. Check it out, man. Even Beatrice has come along for today's episode. She's like, RENDOG, your butt looks sexy up in that construction gear, man. Beatrice, I'll see you a little later. Oh man, but guys, as you can see, since you were last with me, I've been doing quite a lot of work on the foundations of the Molemart BAZAAR over here. And what I've been playing around mostly is with what the floor is going to look like and how big the Molemart BAZAAR is going to eventually be. And as you can see, man, this is going to be one of the biggest buildings that we've actually made in this series to date, which is pretty awesome. And you guys might have noticed that I've been using a different type of plankage over here. This is actually dark wood plankage, and the reason I've used this is because, I don't know, I just want to spice it up a little bit, you know? Let's use a few different materials up here in Season 4, man. But I think that looks pretty awesome, and man, before I carry on though, guys, I want to thank all of you guys who have been leaving me some sweet-ass comments and suggestions in the comment section of the previous video, man. You guys have given me such awesome ideas for the Molemart BAZAAR, and today we're going to be trying two of those ideas. The first idea is going to be making a shelf, right? So all of these things that we built in the last episode, these are kind of like foundational representations of what the shelves are going to look like. But one of you cyberdogs out there told me about an item that I actually haven't used it yet, and I think is going to be freaking perfect for this build, and that is an item frame. So if you imagine if we build a shelf over here, and say for example we have like a chest here for apples, we could have an item frame above the chest with an apple in it to represent that this is where you buy freaking apples from in the Molemart BAZAAR, and that is freaking genius. I'm definitely going to be using item frames for this build, man. It's going to be awesome. And another one of you guys suggested that I should use something called a trapped chest. Now, I've used trapped chests before. I used them when I set up the Christmas tree for last year's Christmas special. And it reminded me actually that trapped chests are perfect for this build because trapped chests can be put next to normal chests, and they don't make like one big ass chest. So if you want to put like two little chests next to each other, you just put like a normal chest and a trapped chest next to each other, and that is what actually allows you to make like shelves worth of chests, which is awesome. So that is a freaking awesome idea. I've come over here to collect some of this leather up in here so that we can make some item frames, man. And oh man, I'm so excited to see how these ideas are going to turn out. You know, I try and read as many of the comments that I can on my videos. I like literally read through from the top to the bottom as much as I can, and whenever I see like really awesome ideas, I like write them down and I keep them in a diary, and I look back on the diary when I look at what I'm going to be doing in a build for an episode. So guys, if you have really awesome ideas for me, stick them in the comment section below, because chances are I'm going to read them, and if I find a really awesome freaking idea, I'm gonna do it, man, because that's how I roll up in the RENDOG YouTube channel. But anyway, guys, I want to head over here and get some more dark wood so we can make a bit more dark wood plankage. Up in here, I've been keeping like a whole bunch of nether and a whole bunch of dark oak wood also. I've sort of been cultivating dark wood over here. We went off on an adventure in the previous season to find some dark wood saplings. And the reason that I want dark wood is because this part of Mole City over here, this sort of area over here is going to be the Nether district, and that's because, of course, it's next to the Nether Portal Temple over here. This is going to be a kind of like evil district, kind of like a slumland, if you will. And I want to sort of use dark wood oak in that region of Mole City. I think it's going to be freaking sweet. But I think we can use a little bit of dark oak wood plankage up in the Mole City Bazaar. And I think the reason that we can use it is because we are actually encroaching on the Nether District over here, aren't we? I mean, the Molemart Bazaar is going to be sitting directly underneath the butthole of the Nether Portal Temple. So it's pretty much a Nether Mart Bazaar. But I'm happy to use a bit of dark oak wood planks. And look at it, man. It looks pretty freaking awesome. So what I'm going to do, guys, I've got a chest over here with all of the jazz that we're going to need for today's episode. That's right. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for today's episode. First thing I want to do is make some glowstone. I don't know if we're going to need it, but, you know, we might use it. I'm guessing that shelves will need some light, so maybe we need a little bit of glowstone light for shelvage. I've already made a couple of dark oak wood stairs over here and a few dark oak wood planks, but I think we're going to need a whole butt-ton more plankage if we're going to like fill up the entire floor of the Molemart Bazaar. So why don't we turn all of this dark oak wood plank into plankage. There we go. Sweet. Oh, and what I also realized, guys, is that there is a whole bunch of space underneath the floor over here. Check it out, man. This is just asking for spawnage. You know, spiders are just going to be spawning under here. So what I'm going to have to do is like clear out all of this land over here and fill out all of the gaps with dirt. Before we can actually make the floor of the Molemart Bazaar. And obviously there is a giant-ass chavern over here too, and just a casual sheep down there too, just chilling. We're going to have to fill up this hole over here too before we crack on with making the shelves. So, tell you what, guys, for the first part of this episode, I'm gonna just get this floor done. We better get to sleep though, because the sun is going freaking down. And man, the population of Mole City is booming. Damn, there are villages everywhere, man. It's so awesome. Oh, man. Like, when I first started working on Mole City, like 2 seasons ago, I never actually believed that it would get to this point, where there's a whole bunch of villagers, like, living in it. Oh, it's just so sweet, man. I'm just loving this jazz. Anyway, let's get back into the Molemart Bazaar and start some flooring. And actually, we're going to have to start some filling first, I think. So let's get a whole bunch of dirt in our inventory. And it's almost like polyfilling, right? Jock, get out of my way, you freaking butthole. Alright, there we go. So we want to fill out all of these gaps, obviously, because we don't want anything spawning underneath the Molemart Bazaar. I mean, you know, that's basically going to scare away the customers, right? I mean, imagine going into Walmart, just chilling, you know, getting some toilet paper and, I don't know, whatever else you get. Comics. Man, I sound like such an old school dude. Yeah, just go to Walmart and get some comics and some toilet paper. Actually, I don't like where this conversation's going. But yeah, man, imagine you're just chilling in Walmart doing your weekly shop and suddenly a freaking spider spawns right underneath, I don't know, right below the toilet paper aisle. You know, I mean, that would not be sweet. I mean, it would probably be kind of sweet because, you know, a spider is spawning out of nowhere and your understanding of reality has just been 100% and utterly dismantled. But aside from that, I think it would be a rather harrowing experience. I'm sure you'll agree. Anyway, let's fill all of this jazz up, man. RENDOG'S, stop talking absolute rubbish and get filling. Alright, there we go. So, man, we have got a ton of shelves in the Molemart Bazaar. I don't actually know if we're going to be able to fill them all. I may have gone a little OTT on the shelvage up in here, but I'm sure I've mentioned it before in Season 3. In fact, I definitely mentioned it in Season 3. But from now on, when we do builds in this series, I don't want to sort of be held back by size. I just want to make like really nice big builds that require like a ridiculous amount of resources. And, you know, a build that you can look on at the end of the build and just be like, man, that is looking absolutely freaking sweet. You know, when we look back on Season 4, when we're doing Season 5, we'll be able to say like, oh man, do you remember building the Walmart Bazaar? That was sweet. That was one epic ass build. It took forever. It was massive. You know, that's the kind of thing I want to talk about at the end of this season. But guys, I'm going to get all the flooring down into the Molemart Bazaar. I'll see you on the other side of this kaplam, and we'll start working on one of the shelves. Kaplam! Alright, cyber diggity dogs, welcome back. I have just finished laying down the floor of the Molemart Bazaar, and man, it is looking pretty awesome. This dark oak wood plankage is fast becoming my favorite type of plankage. I'm sure you can agree, man. It looks pretty sweet, right? Looking awesome. Anyway, I wanted to move on to the next part of today's episode with you guys, and that is, of course, working on one of the shelves, one of the many, many shelves that is going to make up this BAZAAR over here. And I'm not entirely sure exactly what the shelf is going to look like, but the first thing that I want to work on is the item frames. Now, I think I know how to make item frames. Let's see if I can actually remember. I think we got a little bit of, what have I got over here? Here we go, some jungle wood planks. I don't want to waste my sweet ass dark oak wood planks on this, man. So let's get these into the chest, like so. And I think what we have to do is make some sticks. Yeah, so we'll make some sticks. And then I do believe an item shelf looks a little something like this. There we go, sweet. Check it out, item frame. Oh man, awesome. All right, let's make a whole bunch of those. Probably gonna have to turn all of this jungle wood plankage into sticks. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll just, okay, there we go. Make a stack of sticks like that. I think we'll probably need like 10 frames, right? Let's go work it out. So the shelf is gonna be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks wide. So that's gonna be 5 items, like 5 chests on each side of the shelf. Okay, so we're gonna need 10 item frames for this bad boy. All right, stickage, get in there. And some of the leather. So we need 8 more of these things. Oh man, am I gonna have enough stickage? Yes, please. Oh yeah, baby. That is what I'm talking about. All right, sweet. So we've got our 10 item frames. Now what we need is 10 chests, right? Yeah, 10 chests. Okay, so we've got our 10 chests that are going to be our standard chests, and now we need to make 10 trapped chests. Now, I think I remember how to make trapped chests. I think what we have to do is use jungle wood planks, or any type of planks, sticks, and iron. Yes, to make tripwire hooks. So we'll make a whole bunch of tripwire hooks. Actually going to need 10 of those. So let's make some more sticks, some more tripwire hookage. There we go. And then I think it's just a matter of sticking the tripwire hooks with the chests. There we go. All right, sweet. All right, there we go. Trapped chests. We'll make 10 of those suckers. All right, sweet. All right, things are going to plan. This is looking sweet. All right, so we've got our 10 normal chests, our 10 trap chests. We've got our item frame, so that's looking perfect. Let's use dark oak wood planks for the shelves, the actual shelves themselves. And then what I thought we could do is use like inverted stone brick stairs. And what I'm thinking is that we stick the chests on top of the stairs, right? So it'll make a kind of like, it'll make a like a sort of shelf thingy. Let me show you what I mean. So if we make our, there we go, inverted stairs like this, right? That's looking pretty pimps. And then we're going to stick a normal chest and then a trap chest, normal chest, trap chest, normal chest. That's looking sweet. See, like they don't combine next to each other because they're different types of chests. That's awesome. Then let's do the same on this side, I think. Did I made way too many chests. Oh man, my maths is so bad. It's actually embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. Yeah, that's looking pretty awesome. I really love how the dark oak wood plankage like is underneath this this level over here. I think that looks really sweet. Maybe what we could do is like, here we go. Let's try make it like, oh, there we go. Okay, that's, yeah, that is looking sweet. Yeah, that looks sweet. So what I wanted to do here, right? Because to me, like, I really like how the plankage runs underneath the shelf, and I kind of wanted that to continue over here, right? So I didn't realize that stone stairs and like wooden stairs can combine with each other. That's pretty awesome. There we go. So now this like this dark oak wood plank section runs all the way underneath the shelf. I think that looks pretty badass, man. Hey, yeah, that looks awesome. All right, so next up, I think what we probably want to do is like add like we need a backing platform to stick our item frames. So let's make another layer like this. Right, that's looking awesome. And then what we can do is stick our item frames like this above the chests. Sweet. Oh yeah, baby. That is looking awesome. But the sun is going down. Oh man, like, doesn't this always happen to you when you're playing Minecraft? You like get stuck into a build and you're in there, man. You're like making this sweet ass build, and then the freaking sun goes down, zombies spawn, chaos ensues, villagers die. Luckily, chaos did not ensue. Sweet. Plus, we've got a dog with us just in case anything crazy happens. All right, so this is looking awesome. Now, what I'm thinking, maybe we do exactly the same on top of the item shelf that we did underneath it. So if we add like another, I don't know, if we add the stairs inverted above the item frames, I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But let me show you what I'm trying to do here, right? So let's go up again. Oh, maybe this is where we use the glowstone. Oh yeah, man, that looks pretty sweet. I'm digging it. I am digging it. There we go. Nice. Very nice. So now we've got like a glowstone block above an item frame, above a chest, on a shelf, with an awesome dark wood like plankage thing underneath the whole lot of it. I mean, that looks like a shelf that I would buy something from. And that's, I mean, that's all that counts here, man. We are trying to get all of the gold nuggets from the citizens of Mole City, man. You know, we need to make a profit up in here, man. All right, so how are we going to finish this sucker off? So what I'm thinking is, if we do the same thing, I think we're going to need like a bit of scaffolding over here. There we go. If we do the same thing above the shelf, like this, right? Nice. Oops. Get out of the way, Vinage! So check it out. So check it out, Cyberdogs. Let's finish this sucker off. There we go. That's looking awesome. And we probably need to fill this in like this. And then, yeah, we need to make a couple more of those stairs. Dark oak wood stairs. So let's make a few more stairs like this. There we go. We actually only need 2, but that's fine. Like so. Oh man, that finishes it off really nicely. Hey! Oh, you! Hey! Hey! There we go. Alright, let's finish the sucker off. There we go, man. That is looking sweet. Alright, let's remove the dirt scaffolding and have a look at what our shelves look like. Oh man, that is looking badass. I am loving that. Seriously, man. Whichever one of you Cyberdogs, I can't remember who you were, man, but whichever one of you suggested using item frames on these shelves, you are a freaking Cyberdog genius. That's what you are. Look at this, man. This looks so sweet. And that is what a shelf in the Mole City Bazaar is going to look like, my friends. Check it out, man. So if you can imagine all of these as that shelf over there. Oh, man, that's sweet. Loving that. So check it out, right? If, for example, this is going to be the grocery section of the Mole City Bazaar, then we could have like a carrot and... Or, yeah, we could have like a carrot, a steak, a bit of mutton, and a potato. So check it out. Carrot goes in, or potato goes in there, carrot goes in there, steakage up in there, mutton up in there. Oh man, that is so awesome. Oh, that is so sweet. It just makes it feel like a shop. Do you know what I mean? It just brings it to life, doesn't it? Oh, my bad. What in the jazz just happened? I tried to put an egg into the item frame and it made a chicken. I mean, that is cute, but it is wrong. It's a Diablo spawn. There we go. Okay, awesome. Look at that, man. That just looks so sweet. That is basically exactly what I envisioned when I, you know, set off to make the Mole City Bazaar. I think that looks absolutely perfect, man. So we would like stick our egg in here, for example. Now, I have no idea how we're actually going to buy this jazz from the Mole City Bazaar, but that's a bridge we will cross when we get there. But absolutely loving this, man. This is just looking so sweet. Now, when we go back to our item categorization chart that I built in this like section of Mole City down there, we're going to have to pay really close attention to that so that we actually set up those frames perfectly. Or else, you know, like it basically needs to be categorized correctly, right? If we don't categorize it correctly, it's just going to be a freaking mess. Like when I come into the Mole City Bazaar, I need to know that if I need steakage, I'm going to come to this aisle over here. So that's looking awesome. Man, why don't you guys let me know, what do you think of these shelves, man? I mean, I think they look badass, but you know, there's been many things that I've made in this series that I thought looked awesome, and then you cyberdogs were like, Rendog, that looks freaking butt ugly. So let me know what you think, man. I think these shelves look absolutely sweet. Well, guys, what we're going to start working on now is the actual walls of the Mole City Bazaar. And man, you know, this build is absolutely massive, as you can see, and what I've been trying to like figure out is how big I want to make the walls and the roof of the Mole City Bazaar. If we make the walls really, really high, so say we make them like, I don't know, like this high. I mean, we have to make them at least a few blocks higher than the top of the shelf. I mean, you know, the roof is probably going to be higher than the trees of the roads of Mole City. And I think that's totally fine. But one of you guys had a really, really sweet idea. Like one of you guys suggested using glass in the walls. So instead of the walls being made out of like solid cobblestone, for example, why don't we have like cobblestone pillars and then have just like glass walls in between the pillars? And when you think about convenience stores, right, a lot of convenience stores are made like that, where you have giant glass wall, like the walls are basically like giant bits of glass so that you can see inside, right? And I guess like they want their customers to be able to see inside what's going on so that they, you know, they might be enticed to come in. And I think that's a really awesome idea. So that's what I'm going to kind of experiment with, I think. And I'm actually starving over here. Oh man. So what I'm going to do, guys, is like quickly try and set up this wall over here. This is like the lead wall that goes into Mole City. And I'll bring you guys back on the other side of this plan once I've got the pillars set up. I'm also going to head back into the storage rooms and see if we have any glass left that I can experiment with. I'll see you on the other side of this plan, my friends. Plan. Alright, Cyberdogs, welcome back. As you can see, I've been making some pretty good progress on the walls of the Mole City Bazaar. And man, let me take you through my thinking and what I've been doing over here. So what I did was I isolated the entrance into the bazaar from Mole City, and that entrance is right over here. And now what I've done is I've laid pillars every 4 blocks away from the entrance pillars. And that's going to basically give us the symmetrical structure for our glass walls. I headed back to the storage rooms and managed to pick up some of these glass panes that we were using on MudDog's greenhouse over there. And let's just finish off a few more of these walls to give us a little bit more of idea of what this Molemart Bazaar might look like with sort of glass walls. Now, one of you guys suggested using like stained glass windows for this particular build. I think that's a pretty awesome idea, man. Like once we settle on, I don't know, like a brand color for the Molemart Bazaar, maybe what we can do is like add some of those colors to these glass walls over here. But check it out, man, that's looking pretty awesome. Maybe what we want to try and do is like use a different block for the pillars themselves, so they're not just cobblestone. Or maybe we could change these blocks over here to, I don't know, slabbage or something a little bit more interesting. But for now, let's just get like some of more of these glass panes set up so that we can have a good look at what this is going to look like. Most importantly, I want to see what it's going to look like from the road. I want to make sure that it is as an enticing shopping experience as possible, man. I want my Mole citizens to just be like, man, I'm going to Molemart. I'm going to spend all of my freaking salary. I'm going to give all of my nuggets back to the Rendog government. And I'll take your nuggets. I will take every single one of your nuggets, villagers. Dog's got to make some money somewhere. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's just finish off these panes over here. and then we can head out into the city and look back and see what it's going to look like. I think it's going to look pretty awesome, man. Check it out. That's really looking pretty pimps. Like, what I like about it is it kind of makes the place look bigger. Do you know what I mean? It makes it feel less claustrophobic in here, which I think is a win. Especially like once all of these shelves are going to be up, right? It's going to be quite claustrophobic up in here, man. Anyway, let's just let ourselves out and go all the way to the end of the road and look back and see what it's going to look like. Yeah, man, that's looking pretty sweet. Check it out. Nice. I think, yeah, I mean, I think we definitely need to change like the blocks underneath to something different. But so far, so good. Once we get the roof on, I think that'll also like really make these windows pop out much more. And you know, when you're standing like on the streets of Mole City over here, you'll be able to like look through the windows and see the shelves. And I think that's going to look pretty awesome, man. Alright guys, I'm going to finish off the back walls of the Mole City Bazaar, and I'll bring you guys back on the other side of this Kaplan, and we'll have a look at what it looks like then. Kaplan. Alright my cyber diggity dogs, welcome back. I have been hard at work getting the glass pane walls up in the Molemart Bazaar, and as you guys can see, man, it is looking awesome. Especially this window over here, I really like this because it gives you like this awesome view of the Cyberdog monument and this lake down there also. So this is a really like pleasant part of the Molemart Bazaar. I really like it over here, man. The problem is that there is a giant ass mountain digging into the side of the Molemart Bazaar, and I don't really know what to do about this section. I've been standing here trying to figure out what to do. We need to figure out some creative way to deal with this mountain face over here, guys. As you can see, I've stuck up all of the walls over here, looking pretty awesome. And I particularly like this little touch over here, where the glass pane lets us see the tree. I think that looks pretty awesome right there. Looks pretty sweet. And we've also added a bit of glass painage over here to separate the entrance of the store with the actual business end of the store. And man, I think it's looking pretty sweet. Like, the only thing that I will say is that the build itself kind of reminds me of MudDog's greenhouse. You know, and it feels like maybe it's a little bit unoriginal. But I don't know, man. What do you guys think? I think it's looking pretty awesome. We've only got 43 or 50 glass panes left, unfortunately, and we still have a whole bunch of glass painage to do. So I think what we're going to have to do, my friends, is head over to the quarry, and that means we need to make our way to Dogtown. And you know what? I thought this might be an actual good opportunity to go to Dogtown and show some of you cyberdogs out there who have not been to Dogtown yet exactly what that is all about. I think it's been quite a long time since we actually have ventured in that direction. So guys, why don't we head up to the Great Railway Station and make our way over to Dogtown. But before we do, man, let's have one last look at the Mole City Bazaar. It is looking freaking sweet. Maybe we can get like a better view from somewhere. Oh, I know where we could get a good view from. Let's head up into the butthole, and there's like a window that we can look down. I don't think I've ever used that window for anything before, so you know, this is just a perfect opportunity. Let's have a look. All I'm going to need to harvest a whole bunch of sand is, of course, a torch. But let's see if we can see the Molemart Bazaar from here. Or we can just see it. Yeah, man, that's looking pretty sweet. I like the way it is looking. Maybe what we should do is head up to the DOGOLITH courtyard, actually. And have one last look down. I just want to get like a nice view of it. Just to make sure that we're like, you know, that we're on the right track. Although I don't think we're going to get a great view from up here. Oh, we could go on to, oh yes, this is the perfect view from the roof of the Nether Portal Temple. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at that, man. Yeah, it's looking sweet, man. I'm digging it. I am digging it, and I'm digging the size too. Just no idea what to do with this mountain. Guys, I need your brains, man. Help me out. What should we do with that freaking mountain face over there? Should we blow it up? Should we just stick a whole bunch of TNT into that mountain face and get rid of it? Another thing I was thinking was we could dig into the mountain face and add like a little subsection to the Molemart Bazaar. Maybe that's where the construction gear could be. Something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, we need to head all the way to Dogtown now. All stops to Dogtown. Let's get into the freaking minecart and let's get a traveling. Oh man, this is going to be sweet. Right, man, I cannot wait to show a whole bunch of you cyberdogs who have not seen this part of my Minecraft world yet. It is going to be absolutely awesome. But guys, unfortunately, we have run out of time in today's episode. And in the next episode, I'm going to show you a little place called Dogtown. And we're also going to be digging a whole bunch of freaking sand out of the quarry so that we can make a few more glass panes. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I really hope you have enjoyed it. This has been RenDoG playing Minecraft Survival. And my friends, I will see you in the next episode. Freaking sheep!